When I first started producing, I was told never layer sub basses or 808's. But you know what? Don't fucking tell me what to do. So please allow me to show you how I layer bass. First, let's listen to the beat without any 808's, and then I'll build it out and start processing. The first thing I want to do is record my main 808. For this song, I'm going to use a Moog bass sample. I'm going to drag it right onto this channel, so now it's automatically a simpler. And if I play it, it has way too many high frequencies. So I'll start by bringing down the filter to cut out some of the highs. Yep, that's better. I'm going to record this. Next, I want to roll off the very bottom end of this. I'll grab an EQ8, I'll turn on the steepest high-pass filter, and I'll roll off at 15 Hz. I'll also bring down the Q a little bit. Nice. So the last thing I'm going to do to this is add a saturation knob. This is an amazing free plugin by Softtube. I'll switch it to keep low and add a little saturation. So that's all we're gonna do for this bass. Next, I'll add the second bass layer. I'm gonna bring in a sub lab for this. I'm gonna use a preset I made. I'm gonna throw this in on top of each kick. All right, so it definitely doesn't sound good. I can understand why lazy motherfuckers say you should never do this because as is, it sounds like a fart. So I'm gonna start processing this now. Let's start by throwing a Neutron compressor on top of the 808 group. On this, I'll bring the threshold down 8.3 dB. I'll leave the attack and set the release to 88.7. That definitely helps glue them together a little. One thing that always helps out with layered bass is Soothe 2. I'm gonna throw one on, head to the preset menu, select bass, and choose the double bass glue preset. We can see where it's cutting, and if I select delta, we can hear exactly what we are getting rid of. Definitely some ugly rumble frequencies. The last thing I'm gonna use is the full Neutron 3 suite. I'll use a few different effects. I'll start by getting rid of this EQ. Let's add a sculptor, bass. We're gonna use sub bass. And I'll bring this up to 8.3.2 and let's mix this in. Nice. Now I want to add another compressor. Let's bring the threshold down 1.2 dB, the attack at 2.1, release at 25.3, and the ratio at 10:1. I'll mix this in as well. Last thing I'll add is an exciter to bring in some distortion and harmonics. I'll bring it towards warm, I'll bring it up to 3.7, and I'll mix this in. I think it sounds a little better with the limiter mode on, even if you don't adjust the ceiling. So, that's the processing. Let's take a listen over the full mix. 5 star, 6 star, 7 star. Midnight tycoon pasta. I feel away like bomba. The feeling I get like wah. I whoop that trick like 1, 2. The feeling don't stop cause I'm post 2. I bring it on 10, I'm fucking wet. Y'all feeling that? I'm feeling that. Big thank you to all you muffins for watching. As always, I'll leave this device for free $99 in the description below.